Hey up troops, welcome back to the Litanah army. I'm Lit and this is Fortnite Save the World. And what I want to do today is look at something that I saw on Reddit today, which is about crafting mythic heroes. As you know, we can now recruit mythic heroes in Fortnite Save the World, so you can pretty much get access to any hero that you want. If you saw my video yesterday, you'll see how exactly you can do that. Now, one thing that I want to know is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I saw on Reddit a post that basically asked people if they're for or against, and I thought, you know what a great idea. I want to do the same thing here. So what I've done, I've linked the post down below so you can see the original post if I could find it. Did have some issues earlier on today, so if you guys know and I don't find it, please let me know down below so I can credit the original Reddit user that put out the question. But today I've got with me Czecher, who some of you may know, and we discuss basically whether crafting mythics is a good thing for Save the World or a bad thing for Save the World, and basically I want your input on that as well. So let me know down below what you think, and let's go and meet Czecher. First of all then guys, I just want to talk about the new recruitment system that we've got in there. So basically with 4.5s come this edition where you can recruit heroes. You can get any hero that you want now, so that includes things like mythics, the legendaries, so like the Urban Assault, Mega Base Kyle. The things that you can't get at the moment are the event heroes, so some of the exclusive event heroes we can't get, but I'm really looking today to have Czecher in to discuss this with us. So first of all, hello to Czecher.
Hello.
See, we all know that voice anyway. We all know that voice.
This is such a weird format, yeah. Never mind. Go on.
Okay, so some of the pros then. I'll just give like 3 pros and 3 cons, and then I want to kind of get your take on it, on what you think. So
Yep.
these are from like a subreddit that I saw yesterday. So some of the pros that I've got then. So finally, you can get that Mega Base Kyle that you always wanted, or you can get the, Urban Assault, Master Grenadier. Some people have been after these for absolutely ages, and they spent a lot of V-Bucks trying to get them, and now there's a way that they can actually just play the game and they can work towards them. So that's got to be a big plus. There's also a positive move, obviously making Llamas, making the paywall less aggressive by making the Llamas, not needed. I mean, they're obviously going to speed things up still, but we're not now in the realms of like Battlefront or, Shadows of Mordor or FIFA or anything like that. So we're kind of coming away from the aggressive paywall, and it also makes the game less RNG heavy, which is always going to be a great thing. The downside to it, obviously, is that Llamas are a little bit devalued now, and a lot of people have spent a lot of money on the old Llamas trying to get these heroes, so they probably may feel a little bit let down that they've spent all that when they could have just waited and they had no idea this was coming. Heroes, like the ones we just listed, are going to be less exclusive, and also about diversity as well. I think, you might find groups with only the public favourites in there, so you might get a group of Master Grenadiers or a group of Mega Base Kyles and not see some of the other constructors that make the game a lot more fun. So that's my 3 pros and 3 cons on that. So I'd really love to get your thoughts on that, Czecher. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, yeah, you covered that really, really well. I'm really happy that people can actually go and get mythic heroes. I mean, because so many people want those heroes and stuff, so they can finally get them. But the thing that I just have always noticed is that Epic just doesn't really, I don't know, they just, in a way, they kind of, now I don't want to say screw over old players, but they kind of, in a way, kind of do.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
it's just like, for me, example, I have spent a lot of money on Save the World, and I'm totally fine with that because I obviously got videos out of that. But
yeah,
people that went and spent a ton of money to try to get something like a mythic Grenadier or to get like a really good siege breaker or something, kind of in a way got screwed over. If you know what I mean, like, right?
Do you feel that due to the backlash, like because of obviously us not featuring much at E3, Epic are a little bit just giving us what we want, so they're just kind of throwing everything at us, making the game potentially a little bit too easy by just giving us, oh, they want these characters, they want these guns, let's just give it to them.
Yeah,
keep them quiet.
It's really it's really kind of confusing trying to figure out what Epic is really doing in the background, right?
I mean, there's a ton of good things coming. Like when I saw your update on 5.0 and how great it's going to be, but the only good stuff coming. Yeah, exactly. But it's just like, do you feel? Sometimes I think they're just giving us everything we want to kind of keep us quiet while they're working on BR. Or maybe I'm being a bit cynical there.
No. No, I definitely agree with that. I have told my friends that I think that they have been holding on to this Canny Valley storyline for quite some time. I don't know what I really don't know what they're doing, honestly. I really don't know. It's just, I really want to say that, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I'd love to know what people think like down below as well. Do you know, is it just a case of kind of brushing us off a little bit and saying, do you know, we'll just give you everything, or should we just be thankful? And it's like, do you know what? Now that they've got the E3 out the way and they've done all the BR stuff they want to do, or a lot of it, now they're kind of focusing back onto us. So maybe it's a big positive. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that we, though, should expect a little bit more, considering that we paid $40 for an early access game. That
Absolutely.
that we know that's going free, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like it shouldn't be considered a buying. We're buying that game. We're donating to the game in a way, right?
Yeah,
a game that we're knowing is going free. We're donating that $40. We're not necessarily buying that game. I mean, we kind of are buying the game, but at the same time, it's just a really weird situation. We have no idea what Epic is doing, and oh man, it's just there's so many possibilities. There's so much potential for this game. I don't know.
I mean, we've kind of put in a lot of money towards the making of Battle Royale because Save the World did really well. You know, we've actually paid a lot into that, so it'd be nice to get something back as well.
You know, absolutely, yeah.
I've got to ask you a bit of a controversial question here. So, do you actually think that it's going to go free in 2018? Because that's something that's on Reddit that's got really mixed reviews. Do you actually think they're going to do it?
That's a great question, dude. I have no idea, because they seem to be going against that free-to-play model, right? A free-to-play model in a game is you offer a game to be free.
Yep.
But you have some opportunity to make money on the game. Like Llamas were a great opportunity to make money on the game of Fortnite if it were to go free. But every single update, they keep, like, kind of in a way just making Llamas not that worth it. And Llamas at this point in time, Llamas, in my opinion, are only worth it if you need survivors, because they've devalued every single llama ever since.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
You can go and you can research weapons. You can go research. You can recruit heroes. You can do all this stuff now. Llamas are absolutely not worth it. I'm very curious as to what their plan is, because just from me observing this, it seems that they're going against a free-to-play model, which I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's funny you should say that. I was speaking to Morgan and Aiden Harris yesterday, to split screen and Aiden Harris. They were saying exactly the same. So Epic might have changed this due to like up and coming loot box regulation laws, you know, so you know maybe that's something that they've kind of foreseen, but they're going to have to put something different in place to kind of claw the money back another way. But otherwise, like you said, unless you really need something, or you need to rush something, or you just can't wait for them extra survivors, there's no real reason anymore to buy a llama.
Exactly. Yep.
So I mean, I don't know what other things they could do to put in other than a paid subscription, or even just buying the game maybe to kind of keep that going. Do you think people would stay if they did put up a subscription in there? Is that a thing anymore? I mean, that kind of died with the World of Warcraft thing, did it? There's not many games with subscriptions.
Thing in here?
Yeah.
No way. People wouldn't stay. Absolutely not.
I don't think I'd stay for that. I mean, even if it was really low, I don't think I would stay, just because I think the community as a whole would drop off.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I mean, maybe what we might see in Llamas, one thing I was thinking is, what they could put in Llamas is make it so that you can only get, there's some exclusive heroes in there that you can only get from Llamas. But they would have to make these heroes better than the current Mythics, or better than the current top-tier heroes for people to even consider buying them.
Yeah, they'd have to have something in place, because they devalued the value of Mythic heroes now. Yeah. I mean, you can just go recruit them now. It's just like they've completely devalued the face of Mythic heroes.
Yeah, you can pretty much get whatever you want. One thing I thought about though, what about they could do, for example, a concept idea would be to make it more based on skins, a little bit like like League of Legends is, for example, or even like Battle Royale is, where it doesn't so much matter about the skills on the hero, it's more actually to do with the skin that you've got on there.
That could be a possibility as well.
Or how about recombobulating hero skills? So your actual skin doesn't matter so much anymore. You could have, power-based knocks, but you could change your skills to whatever your playstyle might be.
That could be, that could be a possibility.
Maybe that's an update 6.0 thing.
They could be, yeah. But we have no idea, though. They never tell us anything. I have no idea. We really have no idea. We just can speculate, which can lead to, obviously, completely wrong speculations, but I don't know. It's just really speculation at this point. And we only have speculation because they never give us anything. They give us stuff like, we're finally working on a candy storyline, but I don't know. For me, at least, I felt that the info about the 5.0 update was good. It was great. I'm glad to hear that we're getting into Candy's storyline, but at the same time, it raised a lot of questions at the same.
Yeah, it was kind of limited, wasn't it? In a lot of areas, it was a little bit grey in some parts.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of games put out roadmaps, and they've got massive plans. Like they have plans that are in like, a year in advance, or maybe over the next 2 years we're going to be doing this. Epic Games seems to do really short ones. It's like, this is what you're getting for the next month.
For Save the World,
yeah.
And this is an early access game. It kind of makes it worse in a way, right? This is an early access game that we paid money for, and
yeah, it's kind of. If we don't know the plan, do you actually know the plan? do Epic Games actually know what's coming? I mean, have they got a plan, or is it just kind of, we need to work on that today? Reddit's going a bit crazy.
Well, I think they're working a lot in hand with BR, and they're holding a lot back because of BR, in my opinion, at least. I don't know what your opinion is, but that's my opinion, that they're holding a lot back because of BR. If BR never took off,
yeah, I think you're right. I mean, do you feel
that'd be a lot farther on?
Do you feel that Save the World's got a long future? Because I think where I stand right now is, I think if enough people play the game, I think it's got a huge future. What I find is there's a lot of people who want to play the game. They can't play it because they can't afford the game. Fortnite BR is so much more accessible. However, when a lot of people come over from Battle Royale, they tend to stay and Save the World. I get so many comments in my videos. I don't know if you're the same, where people say, I came to Save the World to earn some V-Bucks, and now I'm a full-time Save the World player.
No, I get a lot of comments saying that, like, I don't even have Save the World, but I watch your videos. Yeah, I think that Save the World has a lot of potential, a ton of potential.
Yeah, that speaks volumes. That kind of comment speaks volumes.
Absolutely. There's so much potential with Save the World, like, so literally much. There's so much potential with Save the World. That's the reason why I started recording Save the World, because there's so much potential. I love the base aspects of the game Save the World. There's absolutely so much potential. I think that Save the World, if they implement it correctly, could be a many years long game.
Oh yeah, it could potentially outlive BR as well, because the challenge they've got with BR is it's limited, limited game modes. Now I think they're doing a fantastic job of changing up them game modes, but how long can you do that for in that type of game? It's still got a backbone of a core game there.
Yep, BR is in my opinion, it's a fad. It's a fad type of game mode. BR probably will last like 5 years, and this is like 2 years into it.
Yep.
I have no idea how long BR will last, but like I said, I think probably like 5 years or so. But Save the World has a ton of potential, so much potential. I think that they could do a ton of stuff with this game, but I think that, I don't know, I kind of feel at the same time that they're kind of holding off on Save the World.
Maybe they're waiting. Maybe they're doing the BR thing to get as much money out of it as they can. Looking at this from a business point of view, and then they're gonna, fall back on Save the World as like, right, BR fad's kind of done now. We've got all the money we can out of that, or it's kind of ticking over nicely. So now let's pump this game. Yeah, which would be great.
They're just kind of waiting on, in my opinion, they're milking the BR aspect, and then eventually they'll release the Save the World aspect of the game to, essentially to just prolong the Fortnite experience, right? Because they absolutely could, in my opinion, release Fortnite Save the World right now if they wanted to. They could do it in a month if they wanted to, but they won't, because they're going to milk the BR experience and then eventually do the Save the World experience to kind of progress the life of Fortnite, in my opinion, which I'm totally fine with.
As a business, what a great idea.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's better to milk something for a long time than to get more players on for a short time, in my opinion, at least. Especially in two different spectrums, like Save the World and Battle Royale.
Okay, so I mean, there's a lot of speculation on it, as I said, but I think it's potentially got a huge future. I think the thing is, really, we just don't know. That's the bottom line right now. But the potential is definitely there. Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. So one thing I wanted to ask just before we wrap it up, what's your, of this new recruit system? Have you got a hero that you've been after for a while? Which one's Czecher after? Which one are you trying to get hold of?
You asking me that?
Yep. Have you got them all?
I've gotten pretty much every single hero,
Mega Base Kyle.
I've gotten 2 of him.
Got 2 of him. Urban, the Master Grenadier.
I had 3 of them before this.
Well, the only one that I got was the soldier Banshee. Didn't have special forces. I had her as an epic. I didn't have a special forces Banshee leveled up as a legendary. So I just used that. I didn't need to, because I could have actually spent less mats by transforming her and evolving her up. But just for the sake of a video, because that's what we are. We're entertainers. I went through it there, and I got the, I got that one, the Special Forces Banshee.
Oh yeah. I was just saying, I at this point in time, with how many llamas I've opened up in the past, I pretty much had everything.
Didn't you do a 100 llama opening or something like that? I think that's when I started watching. Or a crazy, insane...
I did several.
Yeah, I remember thinking, he's never opened all these llama. I went on and I'm like, oh my god. The RNG is a lot nicer to you than it is to me. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's what you think. That's what you think. That's what all you YouTubers think, is that my RNG is so much better. But in reality,
you weren't the numbers.
Of videos I didn't show you guys. Yeah. But
okay, then. Well, listen. A massive thanks for joining us on this. It's a bit of a different format to what we usually do, but absolutely. I think this is a big thing right now, and I think we've covered some really great points on there. Anyone who's watching my channel right now who's not seen Czecher, I'm going to link his channel down below, so make sure you check him out. I'm going to specifically link the 100 llama opening as well, because they're awesome.
Which one?
Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? The first one that I watched, because that's the best one. So
probably the most, yeah, I'm
pretty sure you got a mythic in that one, if I remember rightly.
All of them. Yeah.
Okay then, thanks for joining us, Czecher, and massive thanks for joining us, guys. If you're not subscribed to my channel as well, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.
That was good.
Is that an official Czecher quote now? It's better to milk something for a long time.
You know what? I guess so. Yeah. You can quote that. I will approve.